sunshine, your light in the morning surrounds me.
This is the duo Chloe and Lowen performing at Music City Studio in Kelowna. The song Drop the Rain has won them some recent recognition in the local music scene.
'Cause I've been down for years and it feels good to drop the rain down.
Often you have like times in your life when it's really gray, and the hardest part is when the clouds won't rain, like when you can't let go the pain or the sadness out, when it's just all in the clouds.
I've walked through the dark and the tunnels, but it's okay.
She's a jazz singer from Montreal, and he's from Winnipeg with a background in classical guitar. They met at an open mic when she fell in love with his cello playing, something he only picked up 2 years ago.
A lot of work. The bow is really weird. It still is the hardest part of playing, and it's fretless, but you just gotta know what you want to hear. You gotta know what in tune is and practice.
What was it about his cello playing that you liked?
He has a really unique way to play cello. He does a lot of tapping when he plays the cello, and he has a real funky way to it that's really interesting, because usually when you hear the cello is more classical, and with him he puts a jazzy note, folky note in it that I really like.
This song from the band Honest Woods isn't a typical love song. It's got more of a King Arthur theme.
It was called The Sword Song, and it's about a sword. Surprise. I don't know what the underlying meaning is. I know it's about a sword, and I'm happy with that, but we wrote it like 2 years ago and just sat on it, and it finally came together.
These two groups are both finalists in a new talent competition in Kelowna called the first annual Creative Okanagan Showcase.
Last year we had a talent competition called Talented Kelowna, and it wrapped up. It was 6 weeks. It wrapped up at the pub. It was packed to the rafters. There was 120 people at the P&Q pub. And so at Creative Okanagan, the nonprofit society that does this event, when we talked about doing it again, we wanted to say, what's the next step? So let's say somebody wins this competition. They win the Talented Kelowna competition. Where do they go?
We really do try to engage people in our songs. We try to get people singing. We had a few friends with us that are great. They've been so supportive, and they came out and they were, singing the words and doing the actions and whatnot, singing the haze, and it just got people excited, I think, and I think that was to our advantage.
The show on November 7th will feature 10 acts, including the 3 finalists from Talented Kelowna and 3 more from Talented Kids.
This is the best music you haven't heard.
It's always fun to just play and do your thing, do what you love, and show your love for the music to people, and hopefully that they engage the same way that you do.
I love big rooms and stage. It's just nice to do that, and to be with all of those good musicians on stage is really nice too.
One of the biggest venues I've played in a long time. Should be exciting. I hope it's full and loud and rowdy.
'Cause I've been down for years and it feels good to drop the rain.